Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's Saturday. It's the 8th of the 8th. It's a Lion's Gate. Okay, it's the 8th of the 8th. It's Lion's Gate. I'm going to use my own cards today. Well, to start with, I've got my random cards. I've just decided to do this. We're going to do a Celtic cross. But first, we're going to have a look into whose energy we're tapping into today. Let's see who's on the table. I'm going to use the Channel of Love cards. That will not disappear from the cards today. It just seems to be coming up when I shuffle cards, and it was showing its face last night. Ten of Swords. So I've got some new cards. They're nowhere near completed, but I believe there's 20 in here. And I think I'm going to call them What's the Mood? So they're kind of emotions. Feelings. Yes, the moods. What mood are you in? So I'm going to use them. They're still penciled up. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I've got some ideas. But they've got words on them. It's cool. So they've got 20 different moods. Postman scared me a bit. I wonder if that will come up. Scared's in there. Okay, so I'm going to start first with the Channel of Love cards. Let's pull three. Well, okay. I felt like pulling three cards. I've got the random cards. They might be able to help out. And then we're going to crack on with a Celtic cross. Hi, Jasper. Okay, so who we have on the scene is Mrs. Encouragement. That's the Divine Feminine, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, who else do we have on the scene today? I feel like it's who showed up for Lion's Gate. Master Manifestor. Interesting. That's the Magician. The Magician showed up. I do feel like that's universal energy, the Divine. The Divine showed up. The Queen of Pentacles showed up, Mrs. Encouragement. The Magician has showed up. Who else? Tradition. Interesting. Who's the Master Manifestor? Divine Masculine, is that you? Because tradition will be the Hierophant. So, okay. If it is you, you're very divine. Mrs. Mystic. Okay. Queen of Wands. The underlying energy is the Queen of Wands, Mrs. Mystic. A change of direction. Okay, so let's use these mood cards. What's the mood of Mrs. Encouragement, the Queen of Pentacles today? She's chilling. Well, it was in reverse, but they all are. Got thoughtful in reverse here. Okay. Now, is she not chilling? Or is she chilling out? Who's this Master Manifestor? They're flirtatious. Whoever they are. The Hierophant with the tradition here. They're excited. Okay. So, Mrs. Mystic, you're going to have to tap in, okay, and work out who the Master Manifestor is. But this energy is going to be flirtatious. They're of a very divine essence. Okay, we're asking who's shown up for Lion's Gate. Mrs. Encouragement, Divine Feminine, is she chilling out? I'm not sure. She might be a little bit stressed about who's going to show up. Is anyone going to show up? Well, we've got a Master Manifestor here. You're number one. Okay. They're coming through as being flirtatious. And then we've got Divine, who looks very excited about all of this. Relax, Divine Feminine. Chill out. Because the chilling was... Okay, let me show you these cards. So, relaxed with Mrs. Mystic, the Divine Feminine. Calm down. Go within. Have no fear. your master manifestor is here. So you're chilling, Divine Feminine, but it was in reverse. Flirtatious with this master manifestor. And the Hierophant is excited. Divine. They're very excited. Random. Let's go for some random cards and then I'm going to pull a Celtic Cross. Okay. This is encouragement. Cherish. It's time to cherish. It's time to cherish. I was going to say it's time to chill out. This isn't a moment you're really going to want to miss. Okay, so don't be stressed. Watch it all unfold. It's going to be fascinating, apparently. Divine's very excited. Let's look at this master manifestor who's flirtatious. It's definitely a masculine. He's a master. I felt like he was really divine. And it is taking me to like Uncle Fester. And he was kind of, well, in one of the films, he was like lost in the Bermuda Triangle. Whether or not he was a fake, I can't really remember the whole kind of bloody story to it. But Manny Fester. So this is like kind of appearing because I felt like it was a very divine energy. I felt it was divine. But this is a man that's like transformed himself. What has he been manifesting himself into a man? Okay. So he's back. That's what I feel. And it's like you will be able to recognise him, but he's going to be unrecognisable because he's rather divine. He's rather divine. It's no joke. We've got a daughter here. Master manifestor, flirtatious, joke, daughter. This could be conflict. Yeah, there's conflict here. I feel there's a conflict with a daughter, not really. It's the acceptance of the divine masculine. So there's this kind of not believing. A daughter maybe is feeling as if the divine masculine's joking around. He may have been, if the divine is excited, the divine masculine may have been, it feels like flirting around with ideas. So he might be dropping these little points, these hints, suggestions to a better life. And I feel as if someone's not taking him seriously. There's a daughter here with conflict. Should we get... I don't feel it's enough to stop the divine masculine. The divine is excited. But this might be why you're not really seeing who it is. We've got greed and we've got best friend. Interesting. A daughter and a best friend here, and we've got greed. So someone feeling as if the divine masculine is actually messing around, whatever he's been saying. We'll find out. Maybe that's what the Celtic Cross is about. We'll look into that. Greed with a best friend, conflict with a daughter and a joke. The divine masculine here is being mocked, I feel. It could be all round. We've got daughter and a best friend here. I feel like he's being mocked, which is actually pushing him to prove a point. Okay. Well, let's have a look at why the Hierophant's excited. Divine Feminine's relaxed now, chilling. It's like, don't miss how this unfolds. It's going to be fascinating. A wife, excited, in love. Oracle. A brother. How many more characters? What was coming through there is actually The divine's excited because I don't know who this wife is. I didn't feel it was you, Divine Feminine. I felt this wife could be, well, it says in love with the oracle. I feel this is a masculine telling a best friend, daughter, a wife, an ex-wife maybe, soon to be ex-wife, that the divine masculine's in love with the divine feminine. Seeing as she's a mystic, Mrs. Mystic here, and she's relaxed, oracle. And I feel like they could be watching the divine feminine. And this is where, if the divine masculine's allowed others to know who the divine feminine is, and maybe claiming that, well, that's where he wants to be, they're laughing at him. They don't feel as if he's good enough. That's what's coming through, guys. Joke, daughter, conflict, greed, best friend, wife, in love, oracle. Let's put it away. That's very confusing, what's coming up. With all those different characters. Why has the divine masculine been undercover? Okay, well, let's clear the energy. And we'll see what the Celtic Cross wants to come out with. Very interesting. I've got no headphones in. Let's make sure this volume's up. Hi, Tia. Destiny is at play. Okay. So there's conflict going on behind the scenes for the divine masculine. I feel like it's all a bit hush-hush. But I do feel like he might have spoke up about... He said something about the divine feminine because divine's very excited. And now there's people kind of jibing him. I wanted to actually sing the song. Jive talking, that's what you are. So what is he talking about? Well, we've got the magician. So let's talk about this master manifestor energy that was coming up. Okay. So as above, so below, as within, so without, this magician is planning to bring this down to earth. Bring this to fruition. It's like, I'll show you. So he's got all his tools on his table. Okay, get ready for the show, guys. He's very enlightened, look. He's feeling really powerful. And the last thing that he's going to accept is that he's a joke. Or be thought of as being a joke. Okay, what's the challenge for you, Mr. Magician? Moving on. He's got 2 kids in a boat here. Or is it a kid? There's 2 figures. Well, there's definitely a little one. I'm not sure if the other one is. Looks a bit more older, grown up. This is a challenge. Moving on to calmer waters. So things have definitely been choppy and you're wanting to take 2 people. Where are you taking them to? Let's ask what's happened in the past. King of Pentacles. Well, we have Mrs. Encouragement, the Queen of Pentacles out. You're in your King of Pentacles status. Oh, you're putting your foot down on these dragons here, look. Looks like my nail varnish. Giving them the finger. To all the dragons. Okay. You're taking back your kingdom now. What colour are you going to choose? Blue? Red? Which colour? Both? Wanting things your way. You totally put your foot down. So you've been working on this. You've got some grapes there, so you've definitely matured. Ready to fall off of the vine. Let's look at your current energy. Okay, you're burdened, and the Hierophant's here. They're excited. They're giving you the go-ahead. So you're hiding behind all these burdens. So this might be an energy that still needs to come out. You might drop all the burdens and you're just waiting for the go-ahead. I feel like you're speaking up about something. You're balanced here with your feminine, masculine energies. You can see the keys there. So it's like you've got the key to the door. The Ten of Wands here means that you're nearly home. Okay, you're on your way, but you're still carrying some burdens. And I feel mostly it's about feeling like you're a bit of a joke. Should we have a look into the future? Seven of Pentacles. Like I said, it's ready to fall. I feel like it's fallen off of the vine. You've got that one pentacle that you're holding there. So why are you looking at all these people like this? You're actually looking at them in the... You look quite dreamy, but I feel you don't really care what they say. So you're listening to what they're saying, are you? But I don't feel like it's affecting you. Behind the scenes, this could be over the weekend. Well, it could actually be today. I asked what was a kind of a showing up for Lionsgate. It's time for the lion to roar. What assistance do you have helping you behind the scenes? The surrender card. Okay, you're actually, it looks like, I don't know what you say, but you look quite smug here. I felt here as if, I don't know if you were going to give it to them, but you're just allowing them to say whatever they want to say. You're feeling very happy. You really don't care here about what others are saying. You're going to do what you're going to do. In a way, this feels like, because they're like goading you, or jibing you, you're doing a lot of jive talking maybe. It's this energy of, well, I'll show you then. Oh, Divine Masculine, how are you feeling about this? Okay, so now you're planning. How are you going to do this? You actually look like you're quite stable. And I feel, because this is a card of partial success, I feel that you might have spoke to someone about how you're going to be successful and with your Divine Feminine. So you could be speaking about, I feel like you could be speaking about like the genius status. Okay, so the blend of love, sex and romance creates a genius. Who wouldn't want that status? Well, there's three elements that need to be there for that status to be reached. So I felt like that. To be or not to be? Now that is the question. So that's a card of partial success. Only really feeling as if you can get so far on your own. You've been daydreaming. Now, how is, I'm not going to say how is this affecting others. How are others viewing you, Divine Masculine? For one, cocky, confident about love and about your approach to love. like there's no one kind of like, there's no evidence of this. It's like you're talking the talk, and they're like, well, is it time to walk the walk now? You've got those angel wings on your helmet here, so it's like you're being guided. But the cockiness come out, because I just felt as if the way, we need to get our words out, the way the whole horse was holding itself, very confident. Look how confident the masculine is here. It's like he knows what he's doing. So how others are viewing the divine masculine, well, it sounds like he knows what he's doing. But it's like, does anyone really believe you until you've actually manifested it? I mean, that's kind of the golden nugget, isn't it? When you talk about something and then it actually manifests in the physical, what you've been talking about. That raises people's beliefs. So, do you have any hopes or fears, divine masculine? What kind of energy are you in? No. Two of Cups. So you know enough about the connection and how to approach it. Lion's Gate. To be or not to be? Now I'm feeling here, because I believe, I might be wrong, I think it's in the Archangel prayers. No, they're not. They're called angel prayers. I think that's called a caducus. I think it's Archangel Raphael that has that, and it's healing. I felt like it's time to heal some things within this connection. Now, this is the first time we've seen the Divine Feminine on the table. And the lion is scowling as if to say, you do know what time it is. It's Chico time. It's Chico time, seriously. Jasper's just stopped. His ears went back and looked at me to say what she's singing. Sing some Chico. We could go cheeky girls. Cheeky, cheeky. What's the outcome? Okay, Divine Masculine, let's have a look, because it doesn't look like you've got any fears. You're fearing being late, missing this opening. Okay. Outcome? There it is, the transformation. Okay, it's time. It's Chico time. It's time. The Death card. There you go, you're ready. Hierophant's really excited. Everyone else is like down. Other people are like, is he for real? Yeah. Is this a joke? No. This is like for real. This is true. This is a true love. And he's going for it. Okay, underlying energy then. Ooh. Now we have the people that maybe want to hold you back. The devil comes in. I think a few more people might have a few things to say. Well, whoever you say, a few more people. Some more people have found out about your intentions, your plans. Feels like people are putting their pennies worth in. 6 people. You might have one on your side. 6 against the 2 of you. That one might just be your Divine Feminine. Not sure. Okay. Let's go a bit deeper. Should we use these cards again? Let's do it. Let's use these mood cards. Let's make sure I got the right way. Frustrated in reversed. In reversed. I feel like you're going and then you're just kind of, I don't know, something's kind of, it's 10-10. So it's about those, you've got to complete this cycle and kind of go. That's the energy. It's like, you're kind of like, I've got to go. So whoever's kind of like trying to hold you back, the devil here's got that flame and it's on you, Divine Masculine. It's like, you got to go. Say goodbye to the past. You got to go. Magician. He's worried. Okay, so the Divine Masculine's worried, especially about his identity. I feel like he's disclosed the identity of the Divine Feminine. Moving on is the challenge to these karma waters, actually going, being able to go. Sleepy. If you're worried, I feel you're frustrated, you're exhausted maybe, Divine Masculine, but you've got to push through this. Okay. Bottom of the deck is disgusted. Okay. Devilish. Okay, so you're disgusted with this, keep going through this devilish energy. Seriously, you're tired. I don't think tired's in here, so sleepy. You're tired of all this misconduct, apparently. Okay. You're disgusted. Divine Masculine, let me have a look at your past energy. I can see you're disgusted with it. So let's have a look. What's the energy of the King of Pentacles in the past? Flirtatious. He's been wanting to move for a while, come towards a Divine Feminine. There's something here that's just kept... he has to just keep putting his foot down on these dragons. So this point of flirtatiousness, he's got to go. He's kind of got to go to the Divine Feminine, like, soon. I think he's going to explode otherwise. It's like dynamite. Feels like he's going to be, like the devil's just going to get to him and it's like, oh, fuck it, I'm out of here. And he just explodes. Like a rocket man. Okay. The current energy is feeling the burden of this, and the Hierophants are directing the masculines, and they're like, can you get us out of here? Us? I don't know whether that's the Divine Masculines as a collective, or whether that's whoever this Divine Masculine is transporting here in the boat, being tickled by my own hair. Okay. Sleepy. So it might be actually getting these guys. I feel like the Divine Masculines wants to go. He's ready to go. Gotta go. Gotta go. We've got to do this now. And these other guys, look, they're sleepy. So actually getting others motivated. I did feel it was like 6 against 2 here. Let's look at this current energy then. 10 of Wands. Flattered. This is people pulling on your heartstrings. And you're kind of like, honestly, this energy is trying to hold you back, Divine Masculine. People are trying to flatter you now, put on the charm. Happy in reverse. You're not too happy about this. There's a baby crying out there. Or is it a cat? I think it's a baby. That's the energy. And you're not happy. It's like there's always something that just crops up, that comes up. Anyone else want to pull on any strings? You're flattered, but you're not happy about it. It feels like it's a bit too late. And this might have been a repeating cycle. Especially with this flirtatiousness here. You just get yourself stable, put your foot down on some dragons, and then all of a sudden, it's like this flirtatious energy. It's like, oh, you know, tempting you to stay, and you're flattered, but you're not happy. Now you're just like staring at everyone blankly. Just say, come on then, let's hear it. If you have a look, there are strings, well, little bits of vine. It's like poison ivy. It's like ivy, it just wraps around you. Let's look at your mood here. You're surprised, overjoyed. In the future, you're surprised and overjoyed. That's you, Divine Feminine. It spoke about how you're going to be surprised how this all works out. This is about, in the future, you're going to be surprised about how the Divine Masculine actually dealt with this. And actually what he's been up against. He's been hiding behind his burdens. So, you're going to be surprised, Divine Feminine. Overjoyed. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be proud of your Divine Masculine. Five of Swords, he's standing up for himself here. He doesn't care. Thoughtful. Divine Feminine, I believe the Divine Masculine's actually been standing up for you, which might surprise you. That actually someone was standing your ground, especially as I felt that, yeah, the Divine Masculine's disgusted. I felt there could have been like others checking in on you, watching you, and judging you. This could be family members, friends, okay, of the Divine Masculines. It could even be like a partner or an ex-partner. But they're kind of, he's disgusted with how they're viewing you and how they're talking about you. And it feels, because I felt here it was 6 against 2, and I felt it might be the Divine Feminine that's with the Divine Masculine here. That's his legacy. You stand up for your legacy. Surprised, overjoyed. And with most of us Divine Feminines, we've never really had a masculine that's like stood up for us. We've had to kind of always stand up for ourselves, defend and protect ourselves. And I feel like the Divine Masculine's got really quite, should I say, agitated? I don't think that emotion's in there. With others, you're going to be surprised, Divine Feminine. He's been thoughtful when it comes to you. And he's disgusted. Okay, well, let's have a look then. He's disgusted with how others view this world, life, love, romance, passion. It's the wands are about adventure, creativity, like your spiritual passion. It's all to do with what you're passionate about. The spirit that lies within. Let's have a look at how you're viewing yourself, Divine Masculine, feeling-wise. You're curious. I feel like you've been held back for too long, and now you really just want to, really feel like crack on with the legacy. I felt like it was an egg, and you wanted to like break this baby open and see like the contents, what lied within. What lied within. Something about lots of lies. Divine Feminine, this healing here, hopes or fears, this is about the Divine Masculine wanting to discuss with you. Help to heal the situation. A lot's gone on. How others are viewing the Divine Masculine, Knight of Cups. They feel like he's a bit coffee. He's a bit coffee. Has he got a cough? I felt as if he was clearing his throat, as if to go, excuse me. Like when someone's like, you hear someone talking badly about someone, you give like a little cough as if to say, I can hear you. So, Knight of Cups. Hopeful. Divine Masculine's hopeful. Well, that's awesome. To have hope. So he's hopeful of this. This is how they're viewing him. Hopeful. Frazzled. Coming up with the connection here. It's not all over the place with it. He needs to do something. Can't wait. He's frazzled. Okay. There's some healing that needs to occur here with the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. As for these people here, how they're viewing the Divine Masculine, well, coffee, confident, cocky, and hopeful. So I feel like the Divine Masculine wants to deliver some results. He's on his horse, he's going. Is anyone going to stop you? There's a little kid there, like, praying, I believe. I feel like when you go, you'll be changed forever. That old version of you will no longer exist. The underlying energy here is about you saying goodbye to it, Divine Masculine. Even the devil saying to you, say goodbye. Devilish. Wow. Looks like you've got the devil supporting you, Divine Masculine. The devil's on your side. So whatever's gone on is not good behaviour. It feels like you and the devil's disgusted with it. So it's kind of lower than low, what you've been experiencing. Manipulation. People may look at you as being the devil, but what you've been up against, that was hell. Okay, your underlying energy is chilling. You've been chilling in hell. It's been hot in there, okay? It's time to get out. It's time to get out of the kitchen. Yeah, lots of knives around and shit, okay? Don't be in the kitchen when there's like an argument. Not when you're with the devil. Okay, take it out of the kitchen. Let's get some guidance via the oracles. Let's go with these angel prayers. Let's see what angel prayers with you. Divine Masculine. Leap of faith. I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. Oh, Divine Masculine, that's beautiful. Leap of faith. The angels are encouraging you to make the change you've been pondering for a while. This change is absolutely guided, and even though you're not entirely sure what's going to happen next, if you take the leap with faith and trust in your heart, you'll be guided safely to the next step along your path. Your angels want you to visualise that you have wings on your back so that you can fly high like them. Now is the time. The expanded interpretation. A leap of faith isn't about hoping something's going to turn out positive. It's knowing that it is. It's about trusting God and your angels to carry you safely to the ground. There are so many changes going on in your life right now, and you have the opportunity to move on to the next phase. This is an exciting time, so bring your angelic friends on the journey with you. They are desperate to be invited. Seriously, guys. I told you that you don't want to miss this. Oh, what's that that's just gone on the floor? Curious. Okay. Interesting, when I spoke about bringing this down now to earth, to ground it in. It spoke about this here. A leap of faith isn't about hoping something's going to turn out positive. And I said that these others are looking at you as being hopeful. I said, well, it's good that you're hopeful. But actually, it was how they were viewing the Divine Masculine. But the Divine Masculine knows. So a leap of faith isn't about hoping something's going to turn out positive. It's knowing that it is. It's about trusting God and your angels to carry you safely to the ground. Here you are, and then you had your wings that's guiding you here. Okay. So this is an exciting time to bring your angelic friends on the journey with you. They are desperate to be invited. It's too funny. Let's get another one. Hi, Jasper. Express your creativity. Thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. Now, I picked up on this with here, the partial success. I spoke about what the wands represent: creativity, passion. It's like kind of like what song your spirit, your soul wants to sing. So express your creativity. You are a creative being, and the angels are encouraging you to tap into your gifts so that you can share your talents with the world. These can go beyond an art form or even music, as you are constantly creating your life. You are being handed a blank canvas by the angels and encouraged to paint what happens next. Expanded interpretation. Creative energy is flowing through you right now. Take some time to express this divine gift that you have. You are an artist with the phenomenal ability to create your life in the light of your creator. In order to take the next step, you are being encouraged to paint it, or write it, or sing about it. Bring it into creation in a loving, expressive way. I feel Divine Feminine. I felt this was kind of guidance for you. Also for the Divine Masculine, especially when it says, in order to take the next step, you are encouraged to paint it, or write or sing about it. Bring it into creation in a loving, expressive way. So Divine Feminine, you hold that vision. You draw that pigeon. That pigeon. You draw that pigeon. Your creativity. Be writing music. Just be writing poetry, and all about this future that you're co-creating. And it looks like you're co-creating not only with the divine, but also with the Divine Masculine. So have that vision, because the Divine Masculines are wanting to see that manifestation come true. For the both of you. Okay, one more. Let's get one more. So I feel Divine Masculine, the leap of faith. Message is for you. Express your creativity, Divine Feminine. Let's see what the Hierophant was maybe all excited about and what Divine wants to say. The miracle of prayer, Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. Now, Sandalphon and Metatron were humans that ascended into archangels. So they know exactly how to assist. Humankind. Okay, how to assist humans in kindness. Let's have a look at this. The miracle of prayer. The angels want you to know that the prayers you've sent to heaven have been heard. They are encouraging you not to ask for help, but to accept it. They send an answer to every prayer you send in their direction, and are encouraging you to fill your prayers with loving thoughts and gratitude. Instead of asking for specifics, thank the angels for guiding you to the best possible outcome for your highest good. You may be feeling that your prayers aren't being heard, but this isn't true. Your angels are encouraging you to shift your perceptions and see that prayer isn't about hoping the future delivers the answer, but knowing the answer is already here and coming to you now in the present moment. Archangel Sandalphon is drawing close to you at this time and is here to help you formulate your prayers to heaven in a positive and loving way so that you can get the best help from above. Pray and trust. Angels are always listening. Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon is the master of song. So Sandalphon is the master of song and the archangel who delivers our prayers to heaven. He is the angelic postman who ensures that our positive thoughts, prayers and intentions are received by the divine. He has a copper aura and is the twin brother of Metatron. He has the powerful ability to help us connect with God and the angels in a level-headed and grounded way, because he was once human. He knew so much that when it came to his passing, he ascended to heaven and was transformed into an archangel. You are blessed to receive his guidance. Should we get a postcard from heaven? Divine Masculine, do you want to know what energy your Divine Feminine's in? Okay. Divine Feminines, I'm feeling as if the Divine Masculine wants a card from the Divine Feminine's pack, because they actually, when they're kind of like, we could say sticking up for you, they're trying to describe who you are, that helps them. So let's see what energy you're in today. But first, let's get a postcard from Spirit. You are magical. Interesting, because it's not a harp, it's a lyre that she's holding. Lyre, a lyre. And I feel that's what maybe people are calling you, Divine Masculine. You're a liar. It's like, you've got no chance. You're hopeful. It felt like they're actually kind of mocking you, saying good luck with that, like not believing you. So let's have a look. So you are magical. Could be telling others about how magical the Divine Feminine is. Anyway, let's have a look at what the message is. Dear you. Okay, Divine Masculine. Back door just slammed. The thing is, there was something actually there, like blocking it from slamming, held against the door. And that seems to have moved itself out of its way and slammed the back door. Okay, someone's out. So, dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. Okay, sure you can. Why would I say it like that? Dear Divine Masculine, dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results? Miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Love you always. What a message. Just had someone coughing. Took me to that coffee. A bit coffee there. Was there something you wanted to say? Wow. Divine Feminine, there's not much talk about you. Well, there is. Behind the scenes. There's a lot of talk about you on the table, sorry. I haven't spoken to you. And actually, let's have a look at what energy you are in. Let's see if the Divine Masculine kind of knew. I could hear him saying, I knew it. I knew that's the card that was going to come out for her. The Mystic of Peace. I am peace when my mind is clear, the way is clear. I can't pronounce her name. So how... okay. She is the Mystic of Peace. Now we've got, well, not now, but we have Mrs. Mystic. Divine Masculine, you just want to live in peace. You find that peace with the Divine Feminine. Let's have a look at why your soul selected this Divine Feminine. This Mystic of Peace. Zahu. 158. Zahu? Who? 158. Lucy, stop messing around. Okay. Let's see why your soul... Oh, we're talking about Albert Einstein here. So, listen up, Divine Masculine. Albert Einstein reportedly said that we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Albert Einstein reportedly said that we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. How many times are you going to use that statement today, Divine Masculine? Go for it. Clarity only comes from clarity. There is a peace and calm that exists far beneath the constant banter most of us listen to all day within our minds. A constant banter. Okay. Jungian author Clarissa Pinkola Estes calls it the river beneath the river. It's the steady flow of the universal life force that wants us to reach our goal if we can only get still enough to merge with it. Wu-wei in Taoism, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, W-U-W-E-I. Wu-wei in Taoism translates as doing nothing. It's the sacred feminine art of trusting the force of life that exists within us all. Zahu mastered this spiritual practice by calming her mind and experiencing the still centre that's at the eye of every storm. Zahu is a call for us to be still, to do nothing other than shift our awareness, come out of the current state of mind we're in before making any moves or decisions. She reminds us that we only want to take action when what is moving us is the force of love at the heart of everything. The Soul Voice Meditation. Enter the heart and ask to experience stillness. Repeat the mantra, I am peace. And the intention, I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. So I'm feeling here really is others look at the Divine Feminine as like, not really like doing much, like this nothingness, especially with her beliefs. It's about stillness and going within. And I feel like, well, we do know that, you know, to cross over to the other side, you are going to get mocked. There's a lot of people that don't really understand this spiritual side of life, which to a spiritual person doesn't matter. Like, they just attract to them the like-minded people that do resonate with them. So this is just really about others' judgment regarding spirituality, and also mocking the Divine Masculine as if to say, you know, who knows what names the Divine Feminine's been called. Seeing as she's coming up as being like Mrs. Mystic, I feel like I've got something crawling up my neck. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. It looks like the Divine Masculine is most definitely sticking up for the Divine Feminine. It's having none of that. None of it. let's get an oracle of shadows and light, and we'll think about getting this wrapped up. Autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. Okay, card number 6. How long have you been trying, Divine Masculine? Okay. About autumn. Lost and lonely, this fragile little being has the apple of life and wisdom. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, what are we saying sorry for? Lost and lonely, this fragile little being has the apple of life and wisdom. She has hope, although it is fading fast. This lovely little fairy is all buttoned up against the cold, and the bleak autumn landscape offers no warmth or comfort. But in her hands she holds a source of hope and life itself, a bright red apple. With this apple she can sustain herself till the frost-bound landscape thaws. She can save the seeds from her feast and plant them in the warming ground, so she need never go hungry again. And the rewards of this act will continue far into the future, far beyond her lifetime. I feel this is kind of like the urgency for the Divine Masculine. It's like he needs to get there, okay? There is this like important time of when this can actually manifest, and it's like now. She is holding the source of hope, but is almost afraid to bite into it. It seems she is saving it for a rainy day, or for when she has no other choice. Soon she will realise that she will realise what she has herself, and turn to it for substance and comfort, and winter will then be through. It cannot end till she takes a bite from the apple she holds. Autumn speaks. I keep waiting for help, for hope to come, but all about me is cold. I cannot find what I am looking for, and indeed, I can barely remember what it is I was in search of before I got so lost. I am cold and alone, and no one is with me, but I know I have this apple, and that when I truly need it, I will eat it, and then all will be well. Okay, the divination message. Time to stop relying on others for that comfort, warmth, and sustenance that only true self-love can bring. Waiting for others to give you what you need will be a long and lonely, bone-chilling wait at this time. So look at what you already have, turn to it, and feast on it. Learn to love and appreciate the apple in your hands, and save the seeds of self-love and plant them. From this one remaining magical apple comes the gift of wisdom, comes self-love, comes abundance, and comes the knowledge that you are a person who deserves to care for and love your own self. Once you just take one big bite of the juicy apple, you will be committing to helping yourself, and then you will be free of the need for approval, shelter, and rescue. There is only one true escape, and it comes with the miracle of self-life. Go ahead, eat the apple. Divine Feminine, I feel that's so you and the kind of energy that you're in. You've got the apple, okay, you've taken a bite. You're able to sustain yourself with self-love and care, comfort, nurturing yourself. It's awesome. And that's kind of like why anyone that wants to challenge you on who you are, it just doesn't affect you. But the masculine here, there's definitely this about autumn is my last chance. I feel like everyone else, get out of my way. He's got to go. Okay. I don't know what that last bit of babbling was about. We're going to end on a roomy today, guys. And I feel because the Divine Feminine have kind of learned that waiting around for someone to show up, turn up, to manifest, it's a long, lonely, cold journey until you learn that everything that you're seeking already lies within. So let's see what Rumi wants to say. Enter the garden of delights. Oh, that's awesome for today. Through that gateway. Enter the garden of delights. It's open. It's wide open for whoever wants to attend. Oh, I just went to the card after, the right choice. Wow, there's a long poem to start with. Okay, I'll hold up the card in a moment. Let's have a drink. Card number 28. Two of you coming towards the 8. 8, 8. Okay, 28. Enter the garden of delights. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter is gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simply everything is found? Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavour to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. Rumi. What was interesting there, I was out in the garden yesterday and Emily pointed out some flowers. And she said, apparently these flowers like sing to you. And she said, yeah, if you squeeze them like this, they have a mouth that opens. So it was fascinating. You squeeze them and they're like mouth opened. Reminded me of something like off of Alice in Wonderland. Anyway. So I'm not going to say they were singing, but I definitely listened to them all. If I can take a video of them, I will. And just show you how they open up their little mouths. It's fascinating. I was like, I'm fascinated. So there's not any bumblebees like hiding in there, but anyway, that's what it kind of took me to. There is a sweet spot when entering the Garden of Delights, a moment where the senses have gorged themselves upon beauty and become heavy with their fullness, slowing the mind so that it can perceive the divine beloved dancing behind the veils of nature. That's what we've been doing, Divine Feminine, dancing behind the veils of nature. But first comes the sensual feasting. Blooming orchids arrest the gaze with their startling and strange beauty. Nectar from the ripest fruits of the garden drips, luscious and sweet, upon a savouring tongue. Hungry for gossip, the ears shamelessly eavesdrop upon the birds in melodic conversation. They sing of greatest, most passionate love and boundless living joy. The ears open wide to take it all in. The craving for touch is sated by rough, textured bark falling from the ancient trees, soft, dewy grasses, cool in the shade, the crunching leaves making their sounds under the hot sun and dancing feet, and the caress of that sunlight upon bare shoulders with weight of its own, like a silken wrap placed just so by a caring lover's hand. The breeze, the very breath of the beloved Earth Mother, is sweet with the scent of lavender and jasmine, warmed by the sun father. Oh, drink it in until your arms raise themselves to heaven. Your head tilts, eyes rolling back in your head, and your sacred animal body is mindless and in love. The Garden of Delights, neurotic in effect, lulling the senses from tension into sacred languor, that love may be experienced. Let us rest here, in the midst of so much life, where the goodness of life is felt and the heart is free from any prison of pain or doubt. Come, be in the garden with me now, and let us be free and feast to our heart's content. You have been granted entry into sacred space, a Myrad, a sanctuary for worship. When the soul is well acquainted with love, life becomes a temple of love, the sacred space in which the soul can grow powerful through expansive worship of love. You are being invited by your spiritual brother Rumi to enter into life, to commit to coming alive, even if at times this feels deeply challenging. Sometimes a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a time, perhaps expressed through the preference for what is known over what is unknown, what is familiar and comfortable compared to that which is unfamiliar or uncomfortable. To tussle with the parts of us that would deny aliveness is a natural part of growth. It can seem so risky, with such potential for heartache, and yet what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a precious human soul suffocated by fear and inertia? That is the greatest risk of never really and fully being born into this world of wonders. So Rumi is your midwife, there to ensure full spiritual birth. Seems that's how we end. Full spiritual birth. Rebirth. So Rumi is your midwife, there to ensure full spiritual birth. He is standing at the threshold with you now. You are being asked to cross this threshold from the life you have been living into the aliveness that is flickering and glowing at your feet. It is love's wild, hot embers at your sacred feet. They will erupt at any moment. It's a bloody devil. They will erupt at any moment into a holy inferno, taking hold of you and igniting you from within, transforming you into living fire. To come alive requires shedding of so much adherence to the fear of death. The great brother whispers wisdom into your heart. You have heard it, felt it already. The fear of death is so much more terrible than death itself. Nothing is dying in you but the fear, so the heart can live more freely. Death and life are twin angels, dancing together in communion with the sacred. They are not opposed. They bring the soul aliveness and make the garden of delights possible. That's why we've got the devil with the death. Okay. This is why you are so full of life. Okay, I think I've just missed a bit. Sorry. They are not opposed. Let's reread that part because that's very interesting, as I picked up about having death working with you at the moment, and the devil. Sorry, having the devil work with you. They are not opposed. They bring the soul aliveness and make the gardens of delights possible. They bring the seasons of the soul that foster growth and take the appearance of dying away, which is actually part of the cycle of life, again and again and again. You have been through much death, dear one. Around you, within you, you have known this dark angel. That is why you are so full of life. Your attempts to stay as you have been, to render something in your life immobile or impervious to change, have failed. Let us celebrate. There is no delight in frozen moments long since past. Why try to feast upon such food? It will not nourish you anywhere near as deeply and fully as fresh from the oven morsels of life. Come, let us taste all that is on offer. We drink headedly and satiate our deepest thirst. Let us enjoy the richness of the meal in gratitude for its preparation and awe at the skill involved in such masterful creation. It's like it's a show not to be missed, guys. Okay, so let us enjoy the richness of the meal in gratitude for its preparation and awe at the skill involved in such masterful creation. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your participation in life. Do not hold on still to that which is past. It doesn't say that, do not. It says, do you hold on still to that which is past. I will soothe you with a loving touch upon your back, and yet gently I will turn your head to the right and urge you to see the rising sun. Ooh, that was the Ten of Swords that I keep seeing, he's pinned and his head is kind of facing towards the sun. Your life is blessed, you see. I want you to know this now. I want you to accept this now. Let those horrors of the past be gone. They are no more than phantoms. The garden is here now, to be touched, tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. Oh, I love it. This oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Celebration is imminent. You are invited into the golden light of divine plenty. Put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance where all is sorted according to kindness and grace. Okay, so let's end this Lionsgate reading with this sacred honouring ritual. Say aloud, say with me, I accept the gift of golden grace and healing now, to leave behind all prisons and tombs, conscious and unconscious, of heart and of mind. I open up to life and assistance through unconditional love, in being present to the miraculous beauty that seeks to live through me, as me, and in benefit to all humanity now. I know myself to be worthy of this grace, to be this grace. So be it. Place your hands gently on your heart and rest for however long feels good. And when you are finished, you have completed your ritual. Well, let's do it again. Okay. Say aloud, I accept the gift of golden grace and healing now, to leave behind all prisons and tombs, conscious and unconscious, of heart and of mind. I open up to life and assistance through unconditional love, in being present to the miraculous beauty that seeks to live through me, as me, and in benefit to all humanity now. I know myself to be worthy of this grace, to be this grace, so be it. Place your hands gently on your heart and rest for however long feels good. When you are finished, you have completed your ritual. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.